Today we are going to study about the Mendel's second law of segregation. This law was formulated from monohybrid cross. This law states that two members of a pair of factors separate during the gamete formation, and they do not blend or mix with each other, but they separate from each other and enter into different gametes. In other words, we can say that when two genes of a factors or a contrast characters, that means a pair of genes of contrast character, when brought in a heterozygous hybrid, then both genes remain together in F1 generation without influence or contaminated each other. But during the gamete formation, both genes separate from each other and enters into separate gametes. And all these gametes are pure for their characters, because in the second generation they produce the offspring in the pure characters. And for this we do an experiment or a cross. Purple flowered pea plant and white flowered pea plant. This purple flowered pea plant have two purple genes, and white flowered pea plant has two white genes. They produce gametes. These are the gamete of purple flowered pea plant, and these are the gametes of white flowered pea plant. Both cross together. That means cross pollination performs in them. And this is the F1 generation. In F1 generation, all the plants have purple flower. That means in F1, purple flower pea plants are produced. But in the F1 generation, white flower did not express. But during the gamete formation, they produce gametes. Two types of gametes, purple gamete and white gamete. One for male and other for female. So this gamete crosses with this. In F2 generation, four types of plants were produced. First is the pure purple flowered pea plant. Two is the hybrid purple flowered pea plant, and one is pure white. That means in F1 generation, in F1 hybrid have both gene, purple gene and white gene. But both gene remain together for one generation without influence each other. And so for second generation, they get separated from each other and enters into separate gamete. And these gametes produce in the pure character. That means these gametes are pure for their characters. Therefore, this law is also known as law of purity of gametes. Their phenotypic ratio is 3:1. 3 purple and 1 white. But their genotypic ratio 1:2:1. 1 pure purple, 2 hybrid purple and 1 white purple. So according to this, the both genes remain in the same individual in F1 generation, but they do not influence each other, they do not blend, but they separate from each other during the gamete formation and produce the second generation in their pure characters or pure traits.